I had an idea one day. With AI and everything, there's lots of questions as to whether or not it should be used and where and all that. So I had a thought. So Dungeons and Dragons, right? It's very
Yeah.
imagination based. That's the point of it. And there are lots of people online who go like, no, you can't use AI for D&D because it kind of takes away the whole imagination of it and your creativity. But rather than creating something I would actually use, I was curious about something else. So I asked AI to make me the worst possible D&D module, and just to see what it would say. What would be the worst
Uh-huh.
possible D&D experience? So I asked it to write me a D&D module, and I'd just like to read through it and see what you think. So,
Oh,
the
okay.
the name of
You
the...
don't actually want to play it?
Well, we'll see. uh,
You could you could do some character creation.
well, let me read it out and see if it's the kind of thing you'd like to experience,
Oh, all right.
We can ask we can ask AI to create the worst possible characters too while we're at it. See.
Sure.
So, the name of the module is Shadows of the Unnamed Maybe. The opening scene. The party meets in a tavern called The Tavern. A hooded figure approaches and says, "You are the chosen ones because you are here." And then the old figure immediately dies of an unrelated cause. There is no explanation for any of this.
I'm enjoying this so far.
Act 1. There is no transition from opening scene to Act 1. Simply move the players to it.
Simply move the players.
There,
Yep.
there is an ancient prophecy the players find. It reads, "When the time is time and the place is place, the ones who are ones shall face the face."
I'm joking.
The players must spend time asking NPCs to interpret this. No NPC will be able to interpret this. It is on a scrap of paper. The players are informed they must carry it around with them for the whole module or they will fail. This will never become relevant again.
Incredible.
Act 2. A foreign kingdom hears about the players' amazing talents. and
Also seems unrelated to the first act.
and brings them in to the court. This begins the political intrigue section of the campaign, where the players can have no impact whatever they do.
You know what's funny? I was thinking as you were reading through the module that, some sample dialogue for the kingdom could be, we heard that you're really good at carrying around this piece of paper. But that would actually be making the module better than it is
Yeah.
because it it is not brought up or considered again anywhere else in the module.
Mm-hmm.
There is literally no connection between the
None.
two, and it's never mentioned.
So then, this is for the DM, the king, the queen, and the royal advisor, who, in quotations, or in parentheses, is openly evil, but will never permit to be called out,
Okay,
must engage in a 3 in-game hour-long debate with each other.
I like this part.
If the
We should try this out.
if the players seek to speak, they will be ignored. If they roll any dice, it always has no effect. And at the end, the king will declare loudly, "We will just do what we were already going to do. Thank you."
3 hours. That is such a long time. The only solace there might be the fact that the DM has to talk to themselves for 3 hours, and that could be kind of funny.
There you go. Next, the journey. The party must now engage in a journey. They are sent on this journey by no one, they just feel it's super important. They must travel across a forest, a desert, and a mountain. All this actually means is that the players must first walk past a tree, then step on sand, and then move in a general upward direction, and they have fulfilled the journey.
Oh, wow.
But whenever they reach one of these locations, they must receive a vague vision of nothing. They must have an NPC meet them who speaks in riddles that connect to nothing, and you can have a combat, but only against, quote, creatures. Not a type of creature, just refer to them only ever as creatures. They have no lore and no drop, and you give no descriptions as to how they look.
Wow. Do you feel affirmed as someone who has run D&D games, just how much more effort you've put into your games than this? Like, I've never even considered that a DM would ever say you are fighting creatures.
I do feel like I have
if
to
you're a
do that.
DM out there and you've chosen the type of creature that your players have fought, you have already put in
More
effort
work.
than this module would suggest. So, give yourself a little pat on the back, a little
Man.
nice work.
Yeah.
Oh, gold star, because you earned it for picking literally any
Anything.
creature from the monster
You literally
manual.
just open the monster manual and point it at a page.
Could be a CR20. You already surpassed the amount of effort
Oh man.
of this module. Wow.
All right, Act 4, the emotional betrayal. One of the party members is secretly a betrayer. Of course, which one? The module then tells the DM, pick whichever player would make the most dramatic scene. Doesn't matter what their character motivation is.
I thought it was going to be pick which player character you have liked the least and would like to stop playing.
There are no betrayal mechanics provided, player consent is assumed, and whatever their betrayal manifests as, it must have no consequence.
Oh. Zero consequence. That would be really interesting to pull off.
Act 5, the final confrontation. The villain is the Shadow, who we have never seen before and has had no build-up whatsoever. The Shadow has no stats, no origin, no motive, and only speaks exclusively in ellipses. It gives an example. You think ... You understand ... But you don't ... So in other words, you have to talk super slowly.
I hate that. I used to have a teacher that would always put ellipses at the end of the things that they wrote, and it always came across so passive aggressive. And they never intended it that way. So do we fight the villain?
It says, if attacked, the Shadow will fade, then laugh, then become wind.
Oh.
Oh.
That's it. And what happens next?
Eventually, the Shadow will say, it was never about me, and then will vanish.
Oh, wow.
Then the party finds a book. The book is titled The Real Enemy. They flip to the only page in the book, and it's blank.
Wow.
Epilogue. The kingdom is saved, or destroyed, or unchained.
Unchanged. Nothing has happened. Literally nothing has happened.
The text then say that tell the players that there is a text scroll that says, each of your endings feels earned, but give no more details. Oh man. That's it. That's the whole thing.
Well, I guess we can't play it now that I know how it ends.
I then asked the AI program to do it again, but make it worse.
No. How could it possibly be worse than that?
This next module is called The Perpetual Perhaps of Almost. It is a story. Okay. It is a story module that, quote, actively resists being experienced.
Okay.
There, it comes with a
You like can't play it.
it comes with a content warning. The DM must read a 12-page disclaimer explaining that nothing makes any sense, player choices are valid but irrelevant, emotional investment is discouraged, and the story may contradict itself mid-sentence, but don't worry about it.
Man, I wonder if any of these are like so awful they become fun. And then I think, nah.
Opening scene. The recap of events that haven't happened. The DM starts by reading this quote aloud. You stand among ruins you recognize but can't remember. The sky is the color of something lost. The wind whispers your names, though it does it incorrectly. Note, if a player tries to correct the wind, it will return later in the game and mispronounce the names even worse.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
A child approaches and then says, "Why did you let this happen?" If questioned, the child dissolves into thematic symbolism.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Now
there aren't any themes. These modules are literally absent of any continuity.
Now the module introduces a core new mechanic to D&D. Anytime a player asks a clarifying question, they gain 1 level of narrative fatigue.
Oh, okay.
At 3 levels, their backstory changes slightly without their consent. At 5
this instantly happens.
At 5 levels, an NPC remembers them, but as someone completely different. At level 7, they begin narrating scenes that they are not in. And at level 10, the players must describe an event that never occurred, but is now canon and has always been canon.
I was expecting death to be a lot higher up on that list.
Okay.
But maybe that would be too forgiving. A way out.
So, Act 1, the flashback that isn't. The party
we haven't even started the first act. I
can't
believe this.
The party experiences the moment everything went wrong. However, while the DM has complete creative control, understand that first things first, the scene must begin halfway through. One player at the table must be randomly selected to not do anything as his character is missing. And if anyone acknowledges the missing player, their character will die.
Now we're talking.
If an NPC is ever
narrative landmines.
If at any point the DM is asked or an NPC is asked where the character is before the asker's character dies, you must respond, "They were always gone, you fool." The scene ends before any player can make a meaningful decision. Act 2, the Council of the Unhelpful Exposition. The DM should record his voice 12 times, speaking all at once, and then play the recordings at the same time. Each voice must contain a different origin for the villain, a different origin for the party, and a different genre for the campaign. One claims, very meta, that this story is a romance. One claims it's cosmic horror, and one claims it's architectural allegory. But don't worry, because then the party is shunted to the Dungeon of Symbolism.
Wow, this sounds awful.
The Dungeon of Symbolism. All doors open to the same room, though there are multiple rooms in the dungeon. The room is labeled differently each time. What does that even mean each time? Each time they go in, what does that mean? The room is labeled differently each time. Sometimes betrayal, sometimes hope, sometimes soup.
Okay.
In this room, each player sees either a future version of themselves, a past version of themselves, a version that made better life decisions, or a version that just chose to stay at home and not play the game.
That what was that? The third to last one, and that last one sounded very similar.
That is just... Oh, don't worry, we're at the midpoint twist. The villain, who has never been mentioned up to this point, was never real. The real villain is the expectation of a good game. Expectation cannot be confronted because it's abstract. If a player tries to roll to confront expectation, they must fail and discover within themselves mild self-doubt.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, Act 4, mandatory romance subplot.
Gosh.
Two
No thanks.
two PCs determined by random rolls are now destined lovers. The module demands the players, quote, lean into it. There is no payoff once this act finishes, and no one may ever speak of it again.
Yikes.
Oh, man. Act 5, we're almost there. The final confrontation with consequences. The players confront the Architect of Maybe. The Architect explains that the world ended because of a choice the party don't remember making. The choice was, he assures them, morally complex, but the details are intentionally omitted. The players here have a choice. They can either accept blame, in which case the world ends. They can reject blame, in which case the world ends. They can attack the Architect, where you may roll initiative, but then resolve the combat off screen. Or attempt diplomacy, where the Architect just nods unhelpfully.
None of this matters. I can't believe this.
At the end of the game, the party must choose. They can reset the timeline, let the world remain ended, or become new architects. Whichever they choose, read this line. Time fractures ambiguously. The book then instructs the DM to end mid-sentence by saying, and then as reality begins to unravel into... Close the book and do not elaborate. 6 months later, out of game time, in real world time, write a letter to the players that said you did what you could.
What? What the actual heck? I think, yeah, the second one was worse.
Oh, man.
Definitely worse. What did you think of those?
Oh, that was awesome.
I kind of want to play one. I'll be honest, without knowing what is actually ahead.
Just
like, all right, character creation, but make it worse. But make it worse.
I'll just tell all the players, like, listen, go to ChatGPT, just type in, make me the worst possible D&D character, and then we all just play, and I'll just go and type in, create the worst campaign possible. Oh, man.
Somehow, it seems like a lot of fun.
My favorite bit is the 6 months later in real world time, write a letter to your players.
That's a lot of thoughtfulness, honestly.
That's a level, weirdly, that's like, a level of dedication for a DM. Oh,
seriously.
Man. So that's it. That's all I wanted to do, was just read through those.
That's great.
Oh, man.
Well, hey, if you're listening to this and you think it would be fun to hear or watch people play through the worst game ever,
let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know.
By subscribing and throw it in the comments. What was the last words of the second module?
Oh,
you tried.
Oh, well, I need to scroll down to it. In the letter that you send them, it was, you did what you could.
If you would like for us to play a terrible module, let us know that we did what we could
We did
in the
what we
comments
could.
down below.
That's better. I was worried they were gonna start commenting like the worst ever as like do the video, but it was just gonna be commenting like this video is the worst ever.
Mm.
Oh man.
Oh man,
I,
good stuff.
good stuff, man. Good stuff.